Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Wedding Cues Live. It is Monday night, it's 8 p.m. Andy's got his happy shirt on, absolutely loving it. We've got a cracking show to you. My name's Gavin Jones, I'm the lead singer of The Rush, and I also have a company called BandTube that gets gigs for wedding bands. This is my beautiful co-host.
My name's Andy Murphy. I wear crazy shirts on Monday nights. That's what I do. Bit of a fetish, bit of a wedding DJ as well. And I organise events for wedding suppliers around the UK. Networking, yeah. Well done on not mentioning the shirt.
Do you know, it's a bit weird. There's someone else here. I feel a bit awkward. There's someone else here.
Well, our guest presenter.
Oh, hello.
That'll be me then. Hi guys, I'm Jennie Sawdon and I'm a singer, pianist for mainly weddings, but I also write songs too.
Co-host.
I'm co-hosting
Stepping
tonight
it up again.
we're doing a little show, aren't we, tonight, about makeup and hair.
And we haven't got a clue.
And I mean, I don't really know much about makeup and hair either, really.
Really? You say that?
No, I do. I know quite a lot, really. Not as much as these girls over here, though.
Well, hair and makeup is just something we wouldn't have a clue about, really.
No, I'm not even sure why we're here, actually, to be honest with you.
I think your makeup looks beautiful.
Thanks. Well, it took a while.
Well, we've got a cracking show for you tonight.
Well, firstly, let's say where we are. First, we're at the award-winning
Ashfield
House, which is the best national wedding venue at last year's Wedding Industry Awards.
Good noise there, by the way, everybody. Thank you in the crowd.
Best wedding venue. That's quite a title, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's incredible, that. So we've got, like we say, it's a hair and makeup special. So we've got the fantastic talents of Miss Sonara Parker, who you'll meet in a short while.
Hello, Sonara.
Hello, Andy.
She's just checking she's there. And we also have Mairead from Wedlock. Hello, Mairead.
Hi, guys.
Okay. So they're going to give us a demonstration on hair and makeup. Please feel free to ask any questions with regarding hair, makeup, and of course music, entertainment, stuff like that as well.
We kind of get forgotten, don't we? Nowadays?
Sometimes we do, yeah.
So how you been, Jennie?
I've been really well, thank you.
Have you been busy?
I have, yes. I've been doing quite a few weddings, as per usual, playing and singing my lovely brides down the aisle. It's been a wonderful summer.
So you sing in the church during wedding breakfast and at night time as well?
I do a little bit of everything. Mainly, I adore singing for ceremonies because I love being part of that special moment, you know, and it really is very, very special to be invited to that, you know, intimate part of the day. And then I do the wedding reception, I can sing for wedding breakfast, and I have a band for the evening too.
Wow.
So, and sometimes I sing with this one.
This lid here.
It doesn't happen very often anymore.
It doesn't, but we have about 20 years experience together, don't we?
We've done loads of gigs up together, haven't we? And it's I really enjoy singing with you because you can do backing vocals and I can't.
You did get Billie Jean though.
I did once. I've got one song I can sing BVs to.
Yeah, just the one.
Then you'd be really impressed with me.
Yeah.
No idea what they're talking about.
You need to experience it. It's amazing. So I am like so excited about this.
Mate, I heard them rehearsing before the show and I'm just so super excited. I really am, like a child.
I heard the first time today and I have to say, I was like, I cannot wait.
Can I do it?
Lead singer's good looking as well.
Well, let's not rush on that one. Anyway, without further ado, it just gives me so much pleasure to introduce to you our live act for this evening, Mr. Dean Mack and his band, The 105.
This ain't the honeymoon, past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love, times we can take a love. Seems like we argue every day. Though I misbehave, you made your mistakes. We both still got room left to grow. Though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first. We'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow and just hold and let everything
That was absolutely awesome, Dean. Thank you so much. That was like, it was literally like John Legend was there.
Hey, stop it.
Anyway, it was, honestly, that was amazing. Anyway, guys, we have the amazing Sonara Parker here, who is one of the top makeup artists in the wedding industry. And then we have the lovely Mairead Meakin, who has done all sorts of wonderful things with hair as well for weddings. And they've both done me tonight, look. And it was such a treat for me to get my hair and makeup done, so thank you, girls.
Very welcome.
First of all, we want to chat to you about why would you need a makeup artist and a hairdresser? Why would you not have both, one person do both? Because obviously you're both trained in makeup and hair.
Yeah. So I'm not very qualified, level 3 in hair. I was forced to do it in college 15 years ago. It wasn't something that ever interested me whatsoever.
Okay.
And as a creative, you kind of excel in one of the things. You're either really amazing at makeup or you're really amazing at hair. So it's not just the fact that one will suffer, it's also the fact you're doubling the time of prep. So if there's 6 bridesmaids, 1 bride, instead of getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning for bridal prep, if you're getting married at like 1:30, you're going to have to get up at daft o'clock, unless you're quite prepared for us to sneak in like ninjas while you're asleep, laid in bed, and we'll do your hair and makeup while you're laid there.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
really, primarily is the fact that you only excel in one thing, and also the fact that you are doubling your prep time and kind of stress for that makeup and hair artist.
That's right, because tonight we had that issue with all of us, didn't we? Because obviously you were trying to get us ready for the live broadcast, and so it was very obvious that it works very well when you've got separate, both of you there basically.
Tag team.
And that works for you too. And how long does it take, Mairead, normally to do wedding hair?
Usually bride I would give a good hour, so you have to prep it, make sure the curls are going to stay, things like that. And bridesmaids would give like 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. So
it's quite a long time if you've got a lot of bridesmaids and things like that.
Yeah, it's an early start if it's an early wedding, yes.
Oh my word, absolutely. So, is getting your makeup done professionally important?
I think it is. Obviously, I'm going to say that because that's my profession.
Of course.
But I feel that adding to the nerves and trying to do your own makeup, at the best of times when we're going out, we can get the eyeliner kind of wrong, and then you're like, oh my God, one's perfect, one's not so perfect. Then, of course, you've got the nerves coming in as you get kind of closer and closer to getting your dress on. So I think it's really important that not only have it professionally done, because we use a variety of products, variety of skill sets that we've got, little lotions and potions that we kind of know work really well. So I do feel it's really, really important, because you're not adding to the stress of the day. And I don't know if I talked, I know Mairead, because obviously I work with her quite a lot, that we're not just makeup and hair or, dresses at a wedding whatsoever.
Underdresses.
Yeah, dresses, faffering, florists, showing people how, to put the buttons on. We end up doing the buttons.
You have to be the people that calm everybody down.
You keep us going. You keep them going. So in the morning, it's normally giggles, and we're all like, yeah, we're getting married. And then by the time the bride gets into my chair is when like the nerves start setting in for all the bridesmaids and the bride. So we kind of keep you guys going. We keep the timing as well.
And also you're there to correct anything if anything should go wrong, of course.
Yeah.
And something that a few people have mentioned to me before, Mairead, when you're doing wedding hair, is that there are lots of different types of hair. Obviously, not just in terms of styles, but in terms of hair thickness and
hair
how.
types.
Yeah, exactly. And some people are quite funny about the hair. Like I was a bit, like my hair's quite fine, and is it going to look
right if your hair's not sort of done? Or same with makeup, isn't it? If your makeup's
really
not right,
personal.
you sort of feel.
So you could recommend different styles for different brides who have different types of hair?
So if you've got natural curls like Sonara does, you like to keep your natural curl. Why would you straighten a natural curl? It's beautiful, isn't it? So people with a natural curl like to stay natural with it, especially for wedding day. A straighter hair type, I always prep by doing a little curl. It just gives you like a little bit of movement, and there's more texture to work with when you have prepped hair with a curl. So a straight hair I would always prep as well with a curl to begin with. So
that's very good. Yes. So what else do we have on our little list to ask you? So how do you liaise with the makeup artist? Like, how do we find you? How do we make sure that we're getting the right person for the job?
A lot of my work, I'd say 80% of my work is personal recommendations, which I think is really important with makeup because it is such a personal thing. We're all used to getting our hair done, you know, for various occasions, getting it dyed, unless you're really lucky and don't have any grey hair from 16 like me. But we're very, very personal when it comes to makeup. We do, sometimes it's a bad thing because you get stuck in the same rut, you do the same thing on your face. But someone doing your makeup is a lot more personal than hair. So I do say that most of my work is from personal recommendations or people looking at my work and then reading my testimonials, because I think it's equally as important that you get a decent makeup artist, but you also get on with us, because we are in your personal bubble for a very, very important day for the morning, you know.
Yeah, you want to be able to get on.
Yeah, and you want to be able to feel comfortable with that person and say, actually, no, that doesn't feel like me, or that's not enough, or can we take this bit off? So I'd definitely ask around if you're trying to look for a makeup artist. Just ask your friends, or, you know, I have people that have been at weddings and they've seen the makeup and been like, oh, who's your makeup artist?
Yes, I mean, this is. I mean, I didn't do my own. I did my own makeup for my wedding, and actually, it was all right. But I think I would have liked to have. I should have had a professional makeup artist. Right. So, how far in advance, Mairead, do we have to get you? If we want Mairead Meakin, how far in advance do we have to book you?
So I'm already sort of, you know, filling up for 2019, 2018. The popular dates have gone, bank holidays, things like that.
She's quite good.
So yeah, it's crazy how far in advance brides have to book things, and
you have to really think ahead. And of course, you're planning your own wedding at the moment, aren't you? Just got engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Do you have a DJ in the band?
Yeah, exactly. So, Sonara, do you just do bridal makeup, or do you do other things
no,
as well?
I do all types of makeup. So I still do editorial. I still work for H&M and Red Magazine and places like that. I'm really lucky that I do some of the Alan Howard catwalk and their kind of in-house training that they get other hairdressers to come to. So I have a variety of things, but primarily it is bridal makeup.
Fantastic. And if people have a problem, for instance, with their type of skin, you know, because some people have dry skin, some people have oily skin. I presume that you go through all those options so that people can, you know, get the right look for the day. So, and if they're nervous about, like, perhaps if they've had childhood or recurring acne or something like that, and they want that covered up, that's doable and all that kind of thing.
I'm used to every kind of skin type going. People think they've got horrific skin when really they don't, because I see it all from different ranges. So normally on the trowel, I'll discuss things about how the skin goes, whether it goes oily or dry throughout the day. And then I'll also discuss kind of like skincare regimes up until the wedding day to kind of help them to have the most perfect skin that they can.
And they'll feel really comfortable with you, obviously, when they arrive. So I think we need to get cracking, don't we, on the girls, because otherwise we're not going to. So
won't see the finished product.
Exactly. So Mairead and Sonara are actually going to. We've got beautiful models here, as you can see. This is Ellie, who's gorgeous, 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 and she plays the saxophone very beautifully as well. And this is lovely Gemma, who is a lovely mummy and just exceptionally beautiful. So she's got lovely eyes to work on as well, hasn't she?
Lovely features.
We're just discussing that.
Yeah, we were kind of perving over your face.
So I think. So what are you going to do here, Sonara, with Gemma?
So I've already done Gemma's base. So I've moisturised and then I've primed. I put a foundation coverage on and then I've set that with powder. Then I've added a little bit of a glow with some bronzer because Gemma likes a little bit of a bronzy glow, so she doesn't feel pale and shattered mum. So we've done a brows.
We know that feeling.
Yeah. So I've done a brows already, and I've also put a set of lashes on it just to kind of speed the time up, really.
I see. Yeah, she looks pretty good to me
I
already.
know,
to be fair.
it's not fair.
And when she was halfway through doing me earlier, and I was like, oh, that looks great. And she's like, oh no, we've still got to do this, we've still got to do that. There's eyebrows to put on, and I'm like, oh, it's very nice to be pampered. So talk me through what you're doing, Mairead.
So. Every bride goes through like a bit of an awkward look in the morning. Something about Mary, I like to be giving her back home, and you know. So there's a photographer about. Yeah, they normally don't photograph that part. So back home is key. Like to prep the hair. Obviously, you can see it's curled already. A back comb. And that's always the basis to any hairstyle I do. We're going to go for a bit.
You want the volume, don't you?
Yeah, everybody likes a bit of volume. So we're going to go for like a boho-y type look, so definitely a messier look. today.
So messing in mind, because with mine,
yours is like
you've built it up today, haven't you? You've sort of done the bun, and you've sprayed each piece. It's been it's been like a structure. I was saying this. It's like she's amazing. She did a whole structure for my hair.
You need the scaffold in there for it to stay all day. So
it was like a work of art,
ring
even if I do say so myself. Yes. So this is a more relaxed.
Definitely, this is like a quicker do, but still going to last all day because I'll pad it out with a bun ring. So all the grips that I'll put in, they will attach to the bun ring. Keep it nice and soft. Because a lot at the minute on the trends at the moment, it seems to be like the fishtail braids, braided plaits. Styles. Yeah. If you want a more timeless look, something with no braids, a natural, a curl, soft curl, things like that is your timeless. But your braids and things like that, they are on trend at the minute. So everybody, a lot of brides are going for like the boho-y type.
And I do love that look. And does that look go very well with veils and things like that, Marie? Because we were talking about this earlier.
So with your sort of style that you've got, a veil can go high, it can go low. With you have to be careful with veil because a lot of brides at the moment, they want them underneath, but they still want a low style. So if you want your veil low, you pay all that money for a veil, but then you lose the shape of it having it so low. So you need to be having a style that's much higher. So you can have the veil underneath the hair, but then you still get that lovely shape of veil coming across shoulders. Because if it's low, you don't get that. So I always ask a bride on trial: do they have a veil? Where do they want to wear it? Because they often think underneath, but when it comes to it, you can't really.
That's really the point at which you've got to start. You've got to think, am I having a veil? If I'm having a veil,
so they're the first questions.
Where's it going to go?
Yeah,
absolutely. Wow, gosh, so much to think about, isn't there? That's what I found very difficult at my wedding day, was that you have to make a choice. So you have to say, I'm either going to have my hair up, or I'm going to have my hair down, or I'm going to have strong makeup, or I'm going to have, more natural looking makeup. So this was something I was asking Sonara earlier about. There's the desire to want to look natural, like a natural beauty on your wedding day, but you also, with all these fantastic photographers around, you also want to look. You want to feel like the camera can take. What we're trying to say, that your face can take the strength of the camera,
or the lights.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you reach that compromise between being natural, but also giving them that sort of Hollywood glamour kind of feel?
It's a bit of a myth that you need to kind of like cake it on for the photos or for the videos. Luckily, I kind of transitioned from editorial and shoot and beauty work into weddings. So I had that appreciation.
A lovely transition,
no, definitely. So you'd spend like 4 hours on set making someone look like they had no makeup on at all. That beauty photographers still like to see the pores of the skin. So you kind of like, so you also know that the kind of lighting that's going to happen. So you know that it's got to look beautiful in natural light, but also it's got to work well in artificial flash or any artificial light that happens throughout the day or the evening. Which is why I always say that if you are going to do your own makeup, don't use something that's got SPF in it. Because there's quite a lot of people that use double wear and things like that, which is great coverage. But because it's got the SPF in it, it bounces back the light instantly. So there's quite a lot of people that I know that have been out in the evening that'll take a selfie and like, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they'll look like they've got no features whatsoever because it just bounces back that light.
But isn't that interesting? I would never have thought that, but that makes sense, because if you're wearing an SPF, it would bounce light back. That's the whole point, presumably.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got to try and avoid that when you're having your photos or your videos taken for some special occasion. Don't get me wrong, I wear SPF most of the time.
But if you know you're going to have a flash in your face,
exactly, then
sunlight,
you're not going to put it on. You're going to kind of take the SPF off.
So that's a really good reason why you should employ a professional makeup artist.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because we kind of,
I just got put off there by Gavin in the background.
No,
I was just telling
I think it's the champagne that we all drank before.
No, sorry. But yes, absolutely, that's the whole reason we need a professional makeup artist, because I wouldn't even have known that.
Exactly, and it's just the tricks and trades and the products. I personally spend thousands and thousands a year testing, trialing these new wonder products. Some of them are amazing, but some of them are absolutely just a waste of your money. And if you like kind of count up how much money that you'd spend on that makeup for the day, our knowledge and like expertise and 15 years of painting faces, it makes sense to put your money and think, right, well, I'll just get a professional makeup artist because she will know everything and she'll take that stress away of getting everybody right for the day.
Of course, yes, that's wonderful. So I don't know where we're up to, guys. Are we thinking that we might listen to Dean again yet, or are we still going to carry on with the girls for a bit?
Well,
how are you doing?
Have the girls got any questions?
Yeah.
I've got one.
I knew you would, Gemma.
No, it's quite a simple one. Say, like, you're putting a lipstick colour on. There's no lipstick in the whole world that's going to last all day on your wedding day. Would you recommend to go out and buy that lipstick, or what?
Yeah, so what I do is on a trial is I do have a palette that has about 102 lipsticks in.
Okay.
If you wanted that particular shade to touch up, then I would order it for you and bring it on the wedding day, because you have enough to kind of remember without remembering, oh, have I got my holy lipstick for the wedding day? So yeah, that's a very good question.
Genius. Very good question. I enjoyed that. Although I do know that my lovely friend Heather, who's in America, is selling a fantastic lip product. And I don't know if you've heard of it. And I can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry, Heather, if you're watching. But it stays on. I couldn't believe it. You put a red lipstick on, and then you put the gloss on top. And literally, I can snog my husband's face on. It's still there.
It's still there. Yeah, some of the 24-hour ones are brilliant as a lip stain. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
some people don't like that heavy feeling, and it can sometimes cake on the lips as time goes on.
Yeah.
So if you're not a lippy girl that remembers to touch up, it can go a little bit patchy.
Right,
because it's just a little bit drying.
It just comes off. It is a bit drying, isn't it? Because you feel your lips go.
Yeah.
So it's a great idea, but you'd have to be on it, basically.
Which is normally, I'll nominate a bridesmaid to be on lipstick duty for my girls that don't wear a lot of makeup and won't remember to put lipstick on. They will have the holy lipstick of the day, and they will be under strict instructions to remind my bride to top up throughout the day.
Or you can just go for a nice neutral lip, like you've put on me tonight, which is so easy because then it's just a gloss, and if it comes off, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Or I'll use one of yours that you've already got that you feel comfortable with, or that you think that that's enough.
Oh, that's a good question as well, because you were asking about this earlier. Are you happy to work with the bride's own products if necessary? If that's what they want?
Yes, there have been a few brides that have had really, really sensitive skin that have reacted to aloe vera. Ridiculous natural things that their just skin goes kind of like a poof and red and horrible. So I've been more than happy to use their products because they know that works on them. And I just make sure that it's okay for camera and things like that, but it's not a problem to use their own products whatsoever.
Oh, that's fantastic. Right, girls, thank you so much. We're going to go back over to Dean now. Oh, we're not going to go back over to Dean now. Yeah, we are going to go back over to Dean now and listen to this lovely man sing again, because it was a real treat the first time.
Well, can I just say, what an amazing presenting skills you have there, Jenny. Well done. Amazing. And the girls as well, very professional. Loved it.
Your
Wow.
husband is so proud. He's been messaging all
Chris is watching,
looking
yes.
at the comments.
Really proud. Well, I have to say I've never done this job before, but I like a good chat.
Yeah.
So,
you do.
And I like hair and makeup, so...
The SPF factor tip was amazing, I found that.
Isn't that interesting?
Now, Andy,
all the time,
We've had a few questions that have come in for you, but we're going to say them. If anyone doesn't know, there's actually a question and answer session at the end, which will be like 20 minutes. So get your questions in, whether it's on hair and makeup or whether it's about entertainment. We really want your questions because that's what we're here for. We're here to help. So if you can get them in. Well, first, what we're going to do, the boys are going to play in a minute. We're just going to have a quick chat with the boys.
Why not? Yeah. Just at the end of the show, we sit down and we go through all the questions, don't we? And people can ask. Coolio. So great band, G-Mac. How are you? You okay?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for having us tonight.
And you're a man of many talents, and you perform at many weddings. Yeah.
Do,
How's your year been so far?
Our year.
Your year.
Our year's been fantastic. Actually, we've worked with lots of lovely couples, and obviously then you get to know the families and their friends, and it's such a great experience. People think that wedding bands would get bored of doing weddings, but it's the one place that it's the best day of a lot of people's lives every single day, and the fact that you can be a part of that is so special.
Well, you want to be a singer, basically, but to be something where it's their best day of their lives is incredible. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Absolutely.
So completely. The thing I want to ask you about. No, we're very lucky. You've just released a single, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Available on iTunes?
Available on iTunes, Spotify, Shazam, Amazon, Tidal, all of it. YouTube.
It's a lot of platforms.
Bad record stores.
There's one thing I always struggle with the Rush is you don't often get to see the Rush doing like a public gig where anyone can go and watch them. Whereas you guys, you also do public gigs as well.
Yeah.
Have you got any gigs coming up that you could plug away?
Yeah, so we gig at Neighbourhood in Spinningfields, Leeds and Liverpool every week on a Thursday and a Sunday, so get down to Neighbourhood. And we also gig at Albert Schloss on a Fridays and Saturday nights, sort of sporadically throughout the month.
Not bad
And
venues.
also in Knutsford.
Oh, and in Knutsford as well, yeah, sorry, Naples Kitchen every Friday in Knutsford, which is a great venue.
I'll just set them up for you. Just
Thank you.
So the new single,
Yes.
you write it yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
I co-wrote it with a gentleman called Fraser Churchill and another gentleman who produced it called Chris Hewitt. So if you're watching, check those boys out as well.
It's got a nice lick in it, hasn't it?
It's naughty, isn't it?
Are you going to perform it for us now?
Right, yeah,
Can we? Sorry, I'm really, really sorry. Can we introduce the band?
Of course, that was the next plan.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
You've got really nice gear as well.
Got a reputation for it.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. So what's your name?
My name's Elliot.
Elliot, and you play guitar. Anything else you play?
Play the guitar. Usual setup is we have loop pedals, which makes the sound just a lot thicker because we play as a trio, which a lot of people have a misconception, which means it's quite stripped back and acoustic. But actually, we can go from that quiet sound to make a huge big party set at the end of the night when we have all these big loops. And then Ben's got a fantastic drum pad as well, which makes us...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben, the heartbeat of the band.
Oh, hey. The good look.
With his new Vidal Sassoon haircut. So,
Wow.
I love coming and watching you guys. So will you play that song for us now, Friend Zone, yeah?
Of course, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Mack and 105.
Yes.
Friend Zone.
I've been hurt for many hours laying on the floor. Another night alone, 'cause we've been living in the friend zone. I wish I knew a way that I could smile and confidently say that you're not alone. Baby, you never have to feel that way. So ride with me, confide in me, arc your back, losing track of the time with me. It's hard to breathe in ecstasy. I'll do anything to get you out the friend zone. Just the thought has got my mind blown. I got to get you out the friend zone, but you left me here all alone. Still the only way that I ever had to make you stay is a helping hand as you talk about another man. Needed a jump start from the moment that you broke my heart, but you never know, 'cause I never left the friend zone, yeah. So ride with me, confide in me, arc your back, losing track of the time with me. Well, it's hard to breathe in ecstasy. I'll do anything to get you out the friend zone. Just the thought has got my mind blown. with me, confide in me. Arc your back, losing track of the time with me. It's hard to breathe in ecstasy. I'll do anything to get you out the friend zone. Just the thought has got my mind blown. I got to get you out the friend zone. The foot you let me hear all along. I got to get you out the friend zone. Just the thought has got my mind blown. I got to get you out the friend zone. The foot you let me hear all along.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that was absolutely fantastic.
We will be back.
You will be back. That is Dean's own song, as he mentioned before. It's available on iTunes. I mean, we'll be downloading that. I listened to that at 5:30 this morning, by the way. I was just up, and I thought, do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to check out this Dean Mac. He's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we're almost done here, aren't we? Let's have a look. Doesn't Ellie look beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And this is looking great at the back. And I was thinking, Sonara, while Dean was playing, of something we talked about earlier, which was, I know you do lovely makeup like you're doing with Gemma here, but do you do like full-on contour makeup as well? Because we were talking about it earlier, weren't we, that you want to either have the natural look or the very made-up look.
Yeah.
But some people are used to that very thick foundation and very, very heavy kind of contouring.
Exactly.
For
you, yeah, of course. For your wedding day, you've got to look and feel like yourself. And quite some brides that I have, or maybe like 60-70% of girls that don't wear a lot of makeup. But then I have the girls that love makeup. So then you kind of talk. That's what the trial's for. Is you talk through everything, ask what products they do like day to day or for an evening, what kind of look that they want to go for. And it is so important that you look and feel like you on your wedding day, because if I did a really natural bridal look on someone that wears a lot of makeup day to day, they're just not going to feel like themselves.
No.
And you've got to feel comfortable. Otherwise, you're just not going to kind of get through the day. You're
It
going to be
wouldn't
looking
feel
at
like
your face. No, exactly. You're like, oh, I need some more chiselling. So that's what the trial's for, really, is to talk about all those things.
Of course. And would you offer like a service where you would start maybe with a daytime look and then you'd stay on into the evening and maybe, you know, retouch them and maybe give them a different look for the evening? Is that an option too?
Yeah, I do an all-day package where I kind of touch up throughout the day, make sure everything's kind of sitting right for photos and the dress is hanging right for professional photos, and then we change the look in the evening and do touch-ups or changes to the bridal party as well.
Fantastic. Because I mean, I have been to weddings, so obviously I'm a wedding singer as well, and I have been to weddings where the brides change their dress halfway through the day, and the brides change their hair.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's so much money, isn't it? To have two dresses, two hairstyles, have a makeup artist and a hairdresser there all day, which is amazing.
I feel like a celebrity.
Well, you do, but also, like, you think, oh, it's only one day you've got to wear a dress, so, like, to wear two, I mean, it's a complete luxury to have two, isn't it, obviously? But would the same apply to you? You know, if you were doing hair, would you sometimes stay on and do it, like, let it down for the evening, or...?
I've never actually done an all-day one, but I've had brides where I would do if they wanted me there, you know.
Who doesn't want Marie all day?
I've done it where I've created, like, an updo, but they're able to take the pins out themselves and then have a half up, half down.
I see. So they know what to do.
They know what they're pulling out, and then it will create something like this sort of look, rather than like a total updo. So.
Yes, so you might have this bit back and then that bit's up, and then it's just a question.
It's just a case of taking the grips out, taking the bun ring out, and then you're left with curls. Because obviously I always prep with the curl, so you're left with the nice, soft, fancy curl.
And any girl that puts their hair up knows that you get a nice curl, don't you, when you take it down?
Definitely.
And Sonara, do you do airbrush makeup?
I used to do airbrush. I've kind of stopped doing that now, just because personally, and a lot of my brides don't like the way that it felt on your skin, because it can kind of close quite tight.
I don't really know what airbrush makeup is.
It's like a machine where you kind of whoosh, 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 and then it all sits. But it can feel kind of tight and tacky, and people don't like the way that it kind of breaks up throughout the day. But there's this great myth that airbrush makeup lasts longer than kind of ordinary brush applied makeup, which is absolute twaddle. Because as long as you like prep and prime your face and you use the best products you can, that makeup will stay flawless throughout the day. And then I have a lot of brides that fall asleep in it, text me the next morning, go, thank you so much for yesterday, my makeup's still on, so are my eyelashes. I'm just going to rock up like this today to wedding breakfast.
I mean, I have to say as well that I don't wear false eyelashes ever. And when Sonara said to me today she's going to put false eyelashes on me, I was like, inside I was a bit like, oh, I don't wear false eyelashes, I'm not sure about that.
To it.
But actually, it feels like the way that you've put them on, I just don't feel like I'm wearing them.
You shouldn't be aware of them. You shouldn't be like pirate eye, like I do down the aisle.
No, I don't feel like that at all. I feel absolutely great. I don't know, how close are we to finishing, Garth? Well, you're finished,
you're showing off.
Do you want to turn Ellie round so that the camera can see exactly what you've done to the back of her head? Because it's really clever. So obviously, talk us through what you've done here.
This is a really quick, boho style, just obviously purely because we were quick on time. But if it squats,
doing a bit of squatting.
Okay. So you've got just braids are in. So just did a French braid, a Dutch braid, just messy. Wispy is a thing because quite a lot of brides often think they want messy, but don't. They want something crisp and clean, or they think they want crisp and clean, but actually they want, the messy with the wisps and things, bits falling out. Because also, I quite often get asked, like, is it going to last all day? Am I getting it done at, say, 10 o'clock? Is it going to last me till 10 o'clock at night? If you go for a messier do and little bits do come out, then that's all very well because that's the look you're going for.
That's quite nice, isn't it? It can look quite nice later on in the day when it's just fallen slightly.
Exactly. But if you want a crisp, clean, something that's not going to move, then it's just a lot of hairspray. Every piece that I take in, I'll spray, twist, grip. You'll probably have about 70 grips in your hair. I'm sorry.
I know,
when you put a job on my hands when you're taking it out.
But it's quite interesting what Ellie was saying earlier about the fact that she'd picked out a hairstyle for her wedding because she and Harry got married, didn't you, back in July, which is fantastic. And she'd picked out a hairstyle. Let's turn you back round again so that they can see. That you'd picked a hairstyle, hadn't you, that was that you were in love with, but that the hairdresser felt she couldn't recreate for a whole day's worth of wedding. It wouldn't have stayed in, basically.
Yeah.
So that's important as well to check with your hairdresser.
Definitely, because so many pictures on Pinterest, and I've done it myself before for a picture for Instagram or Pinterest. The hair could be scraped round at this side, and this side will look great, but it doesn't. For a wedding day, both sides have to look great. So you have to bear in mind that it's a picture.
You can't have a bad side.
Exactly.
You can't
on your wedding
be
day.
Taken from every angle, aren't you?
On Instagram and Pinterest and the photo shoots and things, they're staged, quite a lot of them. So you just have to bear that in mind.
Of course, yeah.
If it's hair, it's from the back. You need to think about what happens at the front. If you've got fringe and things like that. So yeah.
I have to just say,
trial's important.
It's so fascinating talking to both of you, and it's just so brilliant that you're both here tonight. It is so hard when you're a bride to decide on one hairstyle and one makeup.
Yes, and you totally get that as well because we're all girls, so we know for a night out, you change your hair probably 1,000,000 times before you're happy with it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Is that not in the toilets when you're drunk?
Oh yeah, you do that.
You don't take
blusher
out. You're like, wow.
We're just gonna have to get these guys around, aren't we, the whole time? So
we've already planned it. Yeah, we have.
So let's just quickly. Are we almost finished here, Sonara?
Yeah, because you gave me 2 minutes notice about 2 minutes ago, and I'm like,
blend
as fast as possible.
But she looks gorgeous, our Gem. I mean, she's a good
fan model.
She is. She's got good features. So I've gone a little bit darker on Gemma's eyes, just treating her like a bride.
In a previous life she was a cat.
And now he's like,
I mean, it's amazing.
You have to say this, you're my friends.
No, well, I don't have to say it.
You do.
But I'm going to say it because you offer.
So I've gone with a little bit of a darker eye for Gem, just because I'm treating her like a bride that I've seen before through sober and drunk eyes. That I know Gem is a big makeup fan. So I've gone for a tiny little bit darker for her bridal look.
but I like the fact that you're doing it because Gemma obviously she suits lots of different things. She suits the nude, but she also suits the bright reds. Yeah. Like, do many brides go for like really bright colours, or do most go for neutral on their lips on a wedding day?
You have some girls that are lip girls that wear red lipstick and are known for wearing red lipstick. So I'd say go with it on your wedding. If that's your statement thing, or then you have the girls that statements are the winged eyeliner, but they don't have a day where they don't have the winged eyeliner. So you've got to be true to yourself. Don't try and like look at all of these pictures and try and conform to think what you think you should look like. You've got to feel and look like you. You know, I'm sure that we've all been at weddings where the bride walks in and you're like, holy crap, she doesn't even look like herself. And you're going to have those photos blown up on your wall forever. And I don't want in 20 years for you to look back and go, oh my God, what did Sonara do to my face? That is not what I'm there for. I want you to look back and go, oh, it looks beautiful still. So yeah, definitely go with who you are.
Anybody's going to feel in safe hands with you two, definitely. Right, guys, how are we doing over there? Are you having a nice rest?
Yeah, are we meant to be working? Wow, amazing,
speechless.
Wonderful. We've got loads of questions, by the way, girls. So
I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. No, it's fine.
We were just chatting. Are
we going to have a chat with Dean again, or
we need you to come over here?
All right.
Okay.
If that's cool.
Yes.
Join us on the sofa with the boys from the band and Dean Mack.
Jen, you sit in between us.
Oh, God.
Take a seat there.
Make an entrance there.
Very informative, and there's lots of
not very ladylike.
Lots of brides making lots of comments about how helpful your advice is.
Coming behind us as well.
Oh, that's good.
So we have a question here which is based at Sonara from Lisa Jane, and she is asking, I have eczema and dry skin. Would you recommend a brand that is good for my type of skin?
I would recommend a moisturiser that is amazing, which is called Dr. Pawpaw. Mairead knows this.
Tells everybody about
the whole world to Dr. Pawpaw, and I think I should be on commission because I must have sold about 200 bottles of it this year. It's something that is completely organic and absolutely hydrates your skin. So a lot of eczema sufferers and people with psoriasis, because you can use it all over, have kind of converted from the steroid creams that the doctor prescribes to them to this organic cream, which costs you £6 for a tube that probably lasts you a year. I used to spend maybe £100 on moisturiser that would last me for 4 weeks in my kit. And compared to the £6 moisturiser that probably lasts in my kit for about 2 weeks, it's phenomenal. And you can now buy it over here for the past year and a half. I used to have to get it shipped in from Australia, but it's amazing.
So it's an Australian product?
Yeah.
So we could pop a link maybe in the comments that would bring brides
cool,
to that. Another question from Nicola O'Connell. Is a eyelash extending mascara a good idea or better with individual lashes?
I would say the individual lashes, just because they'll last up to 6 weeks. Oh, is that what you personally recommend, maybe? Look at my eyelashes. Just because it lasts up to 6 weeks, your individual eyelashes. So if you're going on honeymoon straight away, it's perfect because you look alive all the time. And it doesn't matter how hungover you are. But your eyes are like, hello, I'm alive. So yeah, no, I'd definitely go for the individual lashes.
That's good. I can't see the questions, but I do remember that there was a couple. There was one lady, I'm really apologise because I can't see what your name was, but she was asking about veil and hair.
Veil,
yeah.
So about placement of veil.
I think it was a general question about how would you style the hair then put the veil on, or do you just style the hair around the veil?
Both me and Sonara are there from the beginning right till the end. So we normally leave after you get after bride leaves. We'll be clearing up our stuff. We veil, do the hair, they get their makeup done, and they'll get in their dress, and we'll be under the dress pulling it all out, and then veil is the very last thing to go in. So if they've got any hair vines or tiaras, things like that, that'll be done when I'm doing the hair, and then later on the veil goes in. So you don't have to worry about having your veil in and being sat in a chair.
It's easier for me as well, because if you've got a cathedral length veil, which is beautiful but so long, I end up wrapping it round the makeup chair because I'm so scared.
You don't want to be sat having your makeup done with your veil
and you're holding this like holy veil that's 4 foot really long.
Mairead, can I just ask a quick question about that veil? Because if it's a big veil, presumably, I mean, I can feel how sort of, you know, this is beautiful, but it feels quite delicate. Like, you know that, like, you don't want anything to pull on it. No. So how do you get the veil in without it sort of weighing the hair down?
So sometimes you can do a little trick, and underneath sort of everything, you can do like a little braid. which gives you something to hold the veil into, so it's not just going into, you know, somebody that's just got freshly washed hair. Back comb, veiling, grips, I'll pull it and the head will be going like this and they'll be like, yeah, it's ready, you're ready to go, it's okay, it's not going anywhere.
So it's not going to fall out,
And normally have to tell a bridesmaid for when they want to take veil out later, there's 2 little grips either side, so you're on duty to pull them out and don't just pull the veil out. And then normally veil will come out without ruining the hair as well, because everything's sort of structured and ready. The veil's the last thing, so it doesn't matter that comes out last.
I remember on one of the first weddings that we did together a couple of years ago, that I'd gone back for evening touch-up, so instead of staying for the day, she wanted for me to come in back in the evening to kind of change the look and give everybody touch-ups. So it was my job to try and get the veil out. Raid hadn't put any grips. I have no idea what wizardry she does with hair, but I was like, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, I'm going to get it out. And I thought, oh my God, she's going to kill me if I mess the hair up. But it was secured in, it had not moved, she'd been dancing, raving about all day, and it had completely stayed in without any grips.
Amazing.
Amazing.
We have another question from a young lady who's asking, it may have been something you covered while you were talking to Jennie. Can brides bring their own makeup to you and you apply that?
That's not a problem. We spoke about that
we
before.
Did actually, we did.
Kind of like some people that have really sensitive skin that are kind of allergic to everything. If they feel more comfortable, that's absolutely fine that I use their makeup. I will obviously check things that it's not going to kind of bounce back on camera, that the flash isn't going to bounce back with the SPF. But if you have like severe allergies, then I'd more than happily use your products. There have been some ladies that we've tested products on at trials, so I've put a little bit of product on different bits of their body before I put it on their face because they've been really worried that they're going to have an allergic reaction.
When brides get their hair done, would you suggest they have a completely different hairstyle or keep to what they normally have day to day?
Some brides, they do like to look they want to look different on their wedding day, but I try and say, you know, you want to feel comfortable and you need to feel like you. So if you wear your hair down every day and you've never worn it up in your life, then maybe that's not the sort of style you should be going for.
That's not the day to do it,
no.
Is it? I remember when I got married, Chris said the same thing to me. He said, please wear your hair down, because Jen wears her hair down
all the time.
Now I wear it up all the time.
But then on the other hand, some people wear it down all the time.
Because you're a mum now.
Yeah, it's because I'm a mum.
Some people wear it down all the time and want to look different, feel different, so they have it up. So with that, I'd say, you know, keep it soft around the face, leave bits down around the face. Don't do something, you know, take it all back, because you're not going to feel like you. So definitely softer would be key.
I'm not sure whether you covered this before, but Lucy Wright has asked, thanks Lucy,
Hello,
how
Lucy.
important is it to have a trial of your hair beforehand?
Yeah, I get asked this a lot.
Well,
we do get asked this question. Not only just to see what it looks like, you want to get to know us as well, and we want to get to know you. So I wouldn't like to turn up on a day and not know my bride, and you know, I want to feel comfortable.
Yeah,
so
it's as much for us as it is for them. So like for me, for skin type, to see how the pigment takes on a person's skin, whether there's any skincare regime that I need you to do, kind of like with the run up to the day, whether you've got really, really dry skin, and I'm like, get some Dr. Pawpaw, put it on every evening.
They're all asking for that link, by the way, to be put in the comments. So it must be.
We'll put the Pawpaw link.
I would also agree with that with the band as well. I think it's really great to meet the couple before the day.
Absolutely,
Because you know your client, and then you know
it's like
and then you also get to work out whether like there's a stepmom and a mum that shouldn't be in the room at the same time getting ready together, whether there's a bridesmaid's illa, because on 95% of weddings there is always a pain in the bum bridesmaid that has caused my bride loads of stress.
Not always. Not every
that's why I said 95%, because we have had some amazing bridal parties where they've all been awesome, but on some that they've caused stress, that they want to look better than the bride, and you kind of get to know what's the running.
Naughty, that, isn't it?
I know.
That's a really good point, that not only are you taking care of their appearance, but you're taking care of their well-being.
So that they have a nice
we've got that back, haven't we? The things that we've done on a wedding morning, you just couldn't even make up.
Can't even say some of the stuff, can we?
So we've
you couldn't even make
dresses.
up.
No, you couldn't. No idea.
I was at a wedding venue yesterday doing like an open day, and Adam Wing, if you've met Adam Wing, he's a videographer. Hello, Adam, if you're watching.
Hi, Adam.
Yeah, he did yours, didn't he, Harry?
Yeah.
And Adam asked me, how often have you ever come across men wanting makeup done at weddings and their hair as well? Does that happen? Is that a thing?
It does. There has been a few grooms that want their makeup doing, that want a flawless kind of finish.
But not
do
lipstick,
they have the
not
lashes
lipstick.
as well?
No, they're not like contour me. They're normally like a little. It's like a little.
I think Adam was asking for a friend.
This world's giving it. Get it booked in for when we get married. Right, okay.
No, but there are some guys that want a little bit of foundation,
That's
a little bit of
interesting,
coverage, or kind of like under their eyes, or
Guy
a
liner?
spot.
Guy liner. Always
I've
wanted
not
fancy
had one
a bit
for
of
guy
liner.
liner
You
yet,
like it, don't you?
but there's always time, isn't there?
And again, Mairead, have you done men's hair at weddings?
I've been asked,
Yeah.
and Emily over there has. I've been known to shave somebody's neck and tidy up the hairline on the wedding morning, but I actually don't do men's hair. But there's nothing wrong with a bit of
See, I would have
hairspray,
thought
you know.
men would get
Do
their
it the
hair
day before or whatever, yeah,
it's
totally.
quite
I
often
would.
They go for like a
guys
shave.
just
and-
want to
Yeah,
get
cool.
up,
Bit of gel
have a
and
fry
all.
up, and put a suit on.
This doesn't happen by accident, he's just about to say.
Oh yeah, no, this is one of my ideas.
Carly Scott has asked how far in advance would you guys get booked up? I don't know.
12 to 18 months in advance.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
like
so
both
same.
of our like key
Definitely
dates
with
for next year.
the bank holidays in August. And
Yeah, so as
those
soon as
sorts
you,
of
you know,
dates.
I'm not just on about me, I'm on about any supplier, and I say this to every bride that,
Yeah.
you know, like Andy, you guys,
Yep.
Jennie,
Yeah, you know.
as soon as like you want that supplier,
Yeah.
message them, book them, because there's nothing worse than us going, really sorry, I'm really sorry the date's gone.
Yeah.
Because we
You
feel
feel
awful.
awful.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
No, I
The thing is,
do.
though,
I
there is
completely
only
do.
one of you.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the thing.
There is
You're not.
actually two of me, but
Well, of course there is with lovely.
Every
Anna
wedding
there
cues
as
we've
well.
done that question always
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
with that.
Always comes
If
up.
you want somebody, book them as
and
soon as
feel
you know,
it,
book
but
them
I
that
never
day,
want
yeah.
to say that
Yeah.
because you feel pushy, don't you? You're like, oh, you better
No,
book me now.
yeah, they think
and you don't want to
you
say
feel
that
like
in a
you're
message.
forcing them, saying, well,
Yeah.
And you
know,
don't want to say,
but
actually, I've just
we're
had
not
10
even lying.
inquiries this week for that day, so please.
There's another
book me if
question
you
from
want me.
Susan Evanson, who wants to know what product I've been using on my face. I've been away on holiday, Susan.
Marbella.
And Adam to Marbella. No carbs before Marbs. Didn't take any notice of that.
We've got.
It's not fake tan.
Did you do the tiara question?
I didn't do that one, no.
Nicola Louise O'Connell, thanks Nicola again. Is it doable to put a tiara in to be able to pull out, or just put a hair comb in its place and have the hair stable?
So tiara, two ways. If she wants to take it out, I'll put that in last. So we'll do the hairstyle and just slot it in at the sides. I do grip it, but again with bridesmaid, I'll show them where the grips are. And then if you want to keep your tiara in, I'll often do, you know, a little bit of the hair and then take hair around where the band is on a tiara,
Right.
you know, to cover that so it's not just like you've got a headband on and you can see the band.
Yeah.
And then same with hair combs, they go in easy, they come out easy. So with grips, they'll stay secure. But if you want to take it out, it's just a case of taking the grips out and it comes out easy.
We have another question from Mairead, slightly risque question maybe, but we'll go for it. How many times have you changed a bride's hair on the day because she wasn't happy with the style? Has that ever happened? Where you've done the hair?
No, I've had, no, not on the day because
You do trials?
we do trials, but I've had it where they've had a trial and we've created this style and they've been happy. Then they've gone away and thought, oh no, I want something different. Right. So I'll turn up on the day like, right, we're ready, pictures, are we doing this? And they're like, I've changed my mind. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. It will be fine.
And you bring all the kit to adapt the
Yeah,
hairstyle
because
on the day?
hair, I just come, Sonara's got like a case, she's got a trolley, bag, and I just literally turn up with my little box.
She has literally got the smallest box in the
you
world,
guys-
and I'm
do you
there like
guys
a
work
labyrinth
together?
junk lady.
Oh,
A lot.
yeah.
I know, she's my tag team partner.
Yeah,
So yeah, you do basically work a lot together.
Yeah, we do. And I think as well that we're both really honest. So if a bride changes it from the trial and messages us and says, do we need another trial? Instead of thinking, oh yeah, let's give them some more money. We're like, no, it's fine. We'll just do it on the day.
Unless they really want one.
Because
because you don't want to be just taking, you know, their money. You know, it's
no,
not
that's
about
what I
that.
mean. We're crap business people.
We're like, no, it's okay.
No, it's
you don't need
fine.
another one. We're fine for the day. But if they want one, I will always offer if they want, you know, to make them feel comfortable. So it's up to the bride.
What
really.
I did think though, can I just say about, well, both of you, but particularly Mairead when she was doing my hair, was that each time she did something, she even like with one piece of hair, she'd say, "Do you like that?" It was like,
yeah.
And so we sort of build it along as you get, and you almost like when it was down. I said, "Oh, I love it down. Maybe we should just leave it like that." At which point you can go yes, or you could put it up and then you could let it down again. If, you know,
exactly.
If you've changed your mind, so you could almost you're sort of building it.
I always say to my
as you go.
My brides on trial, I'm really sorry. I ask a lot of questions, and I apologise a lot as well.
Surely that's good though. I mean,
yeah,
you get the right
that's
answer.
how we both, and they feel comfortable as well answering my questions because you know, if they don't like it, they can say, oh no, actually I don't. And
you've got to feel comfortable. You've got to be able to say, no, actually that's not me, or this is me. And I'm sure that you're the same as well on trials, that you ask about the dress, you ask about the flowers, you ask about the bridesmaids' dresses, you ask about the themes and colours and hues that are running through. And you're like, why the hell is this crazy lady asking me about the flowers or my shoes? Or because you kind of like step back and you get that whole picture, don't you?
Like if they've got like a really, you know, dress that's not boho style, but yet I'm saying it for hair.
Like a fish tail kind of
or something that doesn't go with a boho hairstyle, then that doesn't work together. Same with makeup.
Do brides usually choose their dress before they would employ you guys?
They've got their dress
that's the first. So you would recommend that they chose their dress first.
But the trial, that they've always got the dress.
Yeah, and we often say maybe tie a trial in with a dress fitting, so that you can see the two together.
And makeup and hair, because it's really important
to see the two.
Just having a makeup trial, you're there in your slobs or your jeans, and your hair straight back. You feel
it's
like
a look at the end of the day,
exactly.
isn't it?
So it's nice to kind of
I didn't do any of these things for my wedding.
We've got another question here about music.
We've got music. Well, I'm just going to ask
So we have a question here from Carly Scott, who's asking, as a standard package, how long would a wedding band generally perform for? Would we need a DJ?
Only if it's Andy.
Yes.
Right, okay. Do we need a DJ before and after the band? Yeah. So the question is, how long would a band play at a wedding? Gavin, your sets are about 20 minutes, aren't they?
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I was having this chat. I was actually having this chat with a lady today who was booking a band.
I often get that from Gavin.
At the end of the 45
songs
minutes.
In. Sorry.
I was having this chat with a lady today about a booking for a band with BandTube, and I basically said that my position is different from most agents because I'm actually a singer in a band, so I see it from the band's point of view. So I would never say to you, you've got to do 345s, because that's not my place to say that.
Too much.
If you offer 345s, I'll sell you at 345s. So I always say, I ask the bands to do a minimum of 2 45-minute sets. If they want to do 2 hours, that's entirely up to them. And that's what I expect them to do.
Or if the bride and groom are prepared to pay.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing. But I don't think it's worth it, do you?
No, and I think you're better to have. You can have overkill, don't you think?
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think you can be a real sort of punctuation mark in an evening and be the highlight or whatever.
And you build it up.
Shirt.
But you know, I love your shirt. But you know, if the band's still on, they're still on.
I remember going to a wedding years ago and the band did 4 45s, and it was boring. It was boring.
Whenever I sit down with a couple, I would say, right, let's sit down and talk through your timeline of the day. So we actually get a lot of bookings where they want us in the day, they want us for Prosecco reception.
He's going to need that, aren't you?
They want us for Prosecco reception, and then they want us in between the ceremony and the breakfast to actually present some entertainment for while the room's getting changed around or whatever. So what I like to do is write down the timeline and say, right, we could do 20 minutes here while people are arriving, we could do half an hour here, and then, right, so I think personally that sometimes as people say that after the first dance and the band kick in, everyone wants to go outside and have a drink and catch up with the night guests. So sometimes the band coming on straight after a first dance can actually kill the vibe of the first.
Well, what I do is I advise my brides and grooms to have their first dance later than standard.
Yeah, exactly.
So about 8, 8:15,
half 8.
So then everyone's ready.
Yeah.
So first dance at 7:30.
So they can go and have a little break.
It's too early.
Way too early, yeah.
We'll do 20 minutes here, half an hour here, 40 minutes here, big party set, and then jump into the DJ. And so I then price that on, well, we're going to be either here for the whole day, or they might say, we want you to come in, start the party as you mean to go on. Then the DJ, beautiful looking DJ, comes in. Wow. He's not here tonight.
And
sorry. And then I would price that.
And you do all that for about 300 quid, don't you?
Cash,
So I think in answer to Carly's question about 2 45-minute sets, and you've got to think about if you're having a DJ or you're having a venue from 7 till midnight, 2 45-minute sets isn't much.
So you're crucial to have a DJ.
Certainly need a DJ, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Definitely.
No doubt. Where they don't.
That's my wedding playlist.
Yeah.
Like in the morning, Spotify.
Yeah. I think you have the better night if you're handing over between the band and the DJ.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it's much smoother than. I mean, I don't offer a DJ service, but I know some bands do, don't they? Where that you do that sometimes, Gav. Oh no, you don't.
You're from Murphy.
Not allowed to say that.
Sometimes. But I don't ever do that. That's not my background. If we're there with the band, we would definitely have book Andy or a DJ of his calibre to intersperse.
Well, the DJs are available.
So I think we're about ready. We can wrap it up, can't we?
I think, are you going to play us out tonight?
For us? Will you go and get in position?
There's one more quick question. It's just come in last minute. Can you change a hairstyle from when the bride's had it in the morning and then change it for the evening? Can you come back?
Did cover that.
Did you cover that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Listen,
that was the answer.
the questions have been flying in tonight. It's been an amazing show. And Jenny, thanks very much for coming on board.
Jennie Sawdon, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Thank you very much to our beautiful models, Gemma.
Thank you, Ellie.
Looking awesome, baby.
And Ellie
Thank you very much for Katie from Ashfield House.
Ashfield House.
And thank you very, very much to The Word Is Love for our cue, as ever.
Pearsons.
Got that mic from Luminate for the microphones. We all sound amazing tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
Can we just say as well, you can watch this broadcast for the next year if you like, and all the questions that have been asked tonight, we're going to try and get Sonara and Mairead to answer those questions over the next 5 or 6 days or so. So
thank you very
we'll
much
get back
to
to
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for my hair and makeup.
Thank you for being so lovely.
Do you know,
It's been so nice working with you three girls today,
thank
honestly.
you, girls.
do you know that TV show with what's it called, Celebrity Juice? At the end of the show, all the people on it dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that not happening? Anyway, can't happen.
She's playing a ballad.
Ladies and gents, to play us out, the fantastic 105 band with Mr. Dean Mack. Here they are. 30,000 people.
I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do is alright with me. You make me feel so blue. I want to spend my life with you. Seriously said, baby, since we've been together.